You into Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati, Ohio. Today we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the Cincinnati Bengals. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. The leading rusher among rookies a season ago. Here's Kenneth Walker. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. Pretty explosive run on that inside handoff, and when you're a runner of his caliber, you don't need a big crease.
You really don't, but also what we're seeing is an offensive line that's taking charge at the point of attack, aren't we? Not only are they controlling the initial contact, they're actually utilizing what they call the strain, the next 2 to 3 seconds, to continue to move people.
Shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 50 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. Walker now on 1st and 10. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Bengals, they were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough at run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. This one into the hands of Metcalf. He's going to have the 1st down and then some. Touchdown! DK Metcalf. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes the score 7-0. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here, so he'll get this up to the 29. Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. Now a 3-time 1,000-yard rusher, Joe Mixon. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Now a pause for the injury, and that is, yes, Joe Mixon clearly in some discomfort following that last play. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. First carry now for Chris Evans. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Got a man. It's Chase. He completes it. And he is going to have a Bengals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on third down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow escaping the pressure right. And incomplete on the deep ball. The Bengals at 3-2, a game over 500 here to start the season. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
On 2nd down, Evans looking for space. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent game.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
11 Thomas.
They snapped that at 1. Now it's Burrow. He will find his man Chase complete. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. Now Burrow changing things up here.
12.
They'll run on 1st down with Evans. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
Not a big run, not an explosive run, but they've held the ball for plenty of plays on this drive. They're just trying to impose their will on the defense right now.
11
In motion left is Higgins. On 3rd down, Burrow eluding the pressure right. And he's got his tight end, that's Smith. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards. So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal.
11. Hey, we got to go score.
They'll run here with Evans. And he'll take this into the end zone for Bengal TD. Chris Evans, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Dwayne Eskridge elects to bring that all deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy, because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again especially since they lost the last time out.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Off of play action, here's Smith. Flush to his right. Looking sideline, incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there. And now it's second down.
You talk about this Bengals defense.
They were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
One thing you always look for when you're evaluating a defense, how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get? How about last week's game? The number was 6. Phenomenal performance.
On 2nd and 10, Smith. Toward the sideline, intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Battle. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. And he whips that one incomplete there.
That was nice work there defensively to force the incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Burrow will throw. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense.
Darrell Taylor got in there to drop him.
A few issues here on the offensive line. Apparently, he got sacked 5 times last week. They got to him here in the 1st quarter.
And I would think that running the ball would be paramount here because it's a different team they're facing.
Ready for the 2nd quarter from Cincinnati. It's the Bengals with the football here, as they've got it with a 3rd down and long coming up.
11.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Catch is made here by Irv Smith Jr. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
So the PI decline, and that'll give him a fresh set of downs.
And when you scout tight ends, one thing you want to know, just how strong they are. And we saw it in evidence there. He was able to fight through all the contact and still secure the football.
11 MT, take.
Now whistles and a flag. And I believe a Bengal got going a little early there.
On point, ready?
The false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15.
11.
And they'll send the slot in motion left.
11 MT, take.
On the counter, it's Evans. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the 1st half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Evans gets it again on 2nd down.
And a loose football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
11 Palmer.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And that will be incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
McPherson's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. From the end zone, here comes Eskridge. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
And they are back down to 500 following the loss last week. Consistency has been a real issue for them so far.
Brandon, you almost don't know what team is going to show up every week. I mean, there's no consistency with this ball club at all, and if we feel that way, I know it frustrates the coaching staff, and it also has to frustrate the key leaders in the locker room. They got to figure out how to get coordinated.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Now Smith.
Now wasted time going right back to DK Metcalf.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll leave him with a 3rd and 2.
They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try for the first with Walker.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will have a first down here at about the 40.
80 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
They only needed a couple, but the blocking was good. And, of course, you can't tamp him down when he gets past that line of scrimmage.
No, and guess what? Not only were they physical at the point of attack, they executed so well. That's what you have to do in short yardage situations. Everyone has to be in the right spot taking on a defender to give him the chance that they did, and he took full advantage of it.
Now Geno on first down. Catch is made by Metcalf. That's good for 28 yards.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Running right, here's Walker. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Again, it's Walker.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 7th play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8.
On 3rd down, here's Walker.
And he will not be able to get the first as he can get this only down to the 5. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down. Myers' kick is good.
So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
Now this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
And they entered play on a 2-game win streak, and then they've got the open date on their schedule next week. So this is a group that's really looking to hit the break on a high note.
And this will obviously be a tough game for them. But go ahead and play this out with me, partner. If they win here and make it 3 in a row, they get to heal up after that. You've got to think that's an ideal setup and a worthy goal to play for in this one.
First down. Here's Burrow. Open man is Higgins. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
Everyone in the NFL is looking for mismatches. And T. Higgins' size and speed at receiver, that allows him to have those type of mismatches against most defenders. 6'4", ability to flat-out fly. They can use him everywhere, including in the slot. He's a dangerous playmaker and a big-time producer in the red zone.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
gotta go, gotta go. 12.
Throwing now, Burrow on first down. Connecting on the out route here with Higgins. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
Higgins with a big play and coming off of back-to-back 1,000-yard seasons. Those are plays you expect to see him make. Only the second player in Bengals history with 3,000 yards in his first 3 seasons.
12.
Now Burrow on first down. He'll flip this out to Evans. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. He'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be second down.
Here we go. 11.
Burrow looking to pass. And that is incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Higgins goes in motion right.
11. MT.
And Burrow going to throw again. This one complete to Yoshibans. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. On the draw, Evans. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. On second down, Burrow flushed out right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense, because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
Third and goal, Burrow. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions of what was once a nice drive, stalled out here. I'm going to give credit to the secondary partner. Never gave up as they gave up a few yards, and they came through on that play to deny that pass and force the fourth down.
McPherson's kick is good, and they will take the lead at 13-10. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way, a dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to... Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As
these two teams making their final adjustments for the second half. And to bring it your way, we go back up to Cincinnati and Brandon Gott.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. And this is going to be snuffed out. The Bengals recover. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about. They just keep trying, but so far, finding no room for him to run.
None whatsoever. In fact, you run the numbers. He's under 3 yards a carry at the moment. Here's a quick throw caught by Higgins. There he goes, left side. And they'll have it in the red zone before it crosses over out of bounds. That first down there on a pickup of 25. Evans running straight ahead. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. And quickly they get to the line. Evans gets it again on second down. And he'll find his way down right around the 12. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll try and run for it with Evans. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Oh, they're changing this at the line. Burrow going for it on 4th. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Sticking with Walker on second down. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. 108 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They run again with Walker. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
On 1st and 10, Smith. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Throwing now is Geno. Throw out wide to Walker. And some room to maneuver. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It's a gain of 15, first down Seahawks.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far in this drive, So good. They moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. Now it's the rookie from UCLA, Zach Charbonnet.
And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith. And this is thrown to the sideline. No receiver in the area, though, and that's going to bring out a flag. They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Play action. It's Smith going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up. Converged on his man and broke the play up.
That's to the rookie Jackson Smith and Jigba.
They get 13, but it's not nearly enough. And it'll be 4th down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And that's going to tie us at 13. All square now at 13 all as he sends this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
At their own 15-yard line.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They're coming off a 4th down gamble that last drive that backfired CD, but really not as badly as it could. Their defense held up and only gave up 3 points.
And what they want to do is play off the momentum the defense gave them. Only giving up the 3 points in that situation after they failed on 4th down. Now they want to make it pay off. They want to pay homage to the defense and have their own drive pay off in points for themselves.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll toss this out right for Evans.
And he rolls across the 20 to the 24-yard line.
Well, now hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. They'll run on 3rd down with Brown. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. And he goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. And now they will throw it with Burrow. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. They'll toss this out right to Walker. Gets past one man. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. And even 150 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues.
Another good run for him. What else is new? That'll put him right at 150 yards for the game. So he's really made his presence felt in this one.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Back to Walker on 1st down.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
A officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Geno now to throw. This is caught. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. Back now in Cincinnati. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. Walker. He is going nowhere in a hurry as he is going to lose yardage here in a big way. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
When we say the game's on the line, I don't think we're overstating it here. These next few plays could very well decide this one. Advantage defense there on 1st and goal as they're able to get in and force the loss on that play.
And he finds Lockett in the end zone. Touchdown, Seattle. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks have broken our tie and have taken a 4th quarter lead. Myers connects on the PAT, and they will take a 7-point lead. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the 2nd half. They'll need to change that here. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Open man is Yoshibas. Giving it to him in space. Pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
As a general manager, you're counting on your 1st and 2nd round draft picks to have a big-time impact on your team. But where you make your bones, rounds 3 through 7. If you can find a few diamonds in the rough there, develop them, then you've got something going, and we're seeing one right here.
Plays like that lead me to believe that they found a diamond in the rough. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the Seahawks 14-yard line.
Now Burrow. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
In the red zone, precision is the watchword. If the throw's a little too early, too late, maybe off a little bit, going to be a good chance that any attempt is going to be a contested one, and that one falls incomplete.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Oh, that one's going to hurt big time because it's a one-score game, and they certainly thought with that throw they were getting a difference-making score right there.
1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
11. Stop.
They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Irv Smith Jr. from 14 yards out. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying this game here on the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up for the fourth quarter. And a chance for this off. Oh, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards. Walker now on 1st and 10. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. And they get 17 more on that one and another first down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch victory.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And Walker once more. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
Trying the left side with Walker. Evades him at the 20. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Out of the gun, Walker with it. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Yeah, boy, here's a sight you don't want to see. Ken Walker injured on that last play. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Behind the chains, 2nd and 13. Just outside the 10, snapped at the 11.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. On the give, here's Charbonnet. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Zach Charbonnet with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Seahawks answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Trailing in the 4th, this close of a game, that's a penalty you just can't afford.
It's an absolute killer, and it's one that drives coaches and teammates insane.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team.
Here we go.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. They'll begin on the ground with Evans. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you've certainly got them guessing now. 2nd and short, could they just hand it off for another big gain? Or did they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22.
A gain of a yard.
11, 11, 11.
3.
11, 11, 11.
Burrow on 3rd down. Short throw to Smith. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
Cincinnati Bengals. First
Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here. On 1st and 10, it's Evans.
And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line.
Not a bad game there, and it's okay to still run the football in this situation, but you got to be careful to not take too much time off the clock.
Throwing, Burrow.
Throwing middle, and it's complete.
Brandon's okay what they're doing right now. Still able to work the middle of the field, but you know sooner or later they're going to have to stop the clock.
This is 1st and 10.
11 Thomas. 11 Mighty. 11 Mighty. 11 MT. 11 MT.
To throw, Burrow.
Throws right side, and that's complete.
Now 1st and goal. They'll run here with Evans.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
And it's caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
3rd and goal. And keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game.
11 MT. 11 MT.
Here we go. It's Burrow on 4th down. Escaping the pressure right.
And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute.
And I think we always seem to be just a tad surprised when we see Joe Burrow go into the end zone on a running play. He's got so many weapons around him. He tends to distribute the ball and let them carry it across. But he had 5 rushing touchdowns in the regular season last year. Added another in the wild card win over Baltimore. I think he understands he's an extra dimension of their offense closer to the goal line.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we may very well be headed to overtime. This one, all we could have asked for. All tied, final minute as the kick's away here. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. And they'll start on the ground with Charbonnet. And not a whole lot there, maybe 3 yards on 1st down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
Smith's going to throw it. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that's caught inside the 30. And now they're going to get the timeout. So a huge play has him in field goal range with a chance to possibly send this one to OT. So now this one will rest on the right foot of Jason Myers.
With 3 seconds to go, this for the win. And his kick is right there. It's good, and they'll be celebrating in Pioneer Square tonight. The Seahawks have won the game. So the victory here for Seattle. And this not always an easy proposition, Charles. You got a West Coast team that traveled east, but they got the job done.
And there's so much that goes into it because your body time and your body clock different from what you're used to west, because if you go east, you're going to lose up to 3 hours, right? So